I just show you my process of making my morning fucking cocktail paintings, but I also need to listen to a podcast, so photo booth to the rescue, am I right? The thing about me is I'm a podcast girl. I have my headphones on 90% of the time, and when they're on, there's probably a podcast. I get too distracted by music. So every morning I paint 2 cocktails. Morning is generous today. It's 11:30. It's usually in the morning. I paint 2 cocktails. Sometimes they're cocktails from my recipe book. Sometimes they're cocktails from bars I like. Sometimes they're just classic cocktails that I want to paint. It's a little creative practice to get me in the workflow for the day. I'm folding paper over and over again and then ripping it in half. And then I'll do that again. Is this exciting? Started, because when I started this practice, I realized I would get quite a collection of cocktail paintings fairly quickly. It's also fun to see, like, how much I've progressed in a short amount of time, just doing something similar every day. I follow this girl, I can't remember her account, but I'll find it and I'll link it down below, who does something called Poetry Club, and I was like, that's such a cute idea, but I am a bartender, in my roots, so I decided to do a cocktail club. So if you want to join my cocktail club, you can. You know where to go when you need to join something or look at something. It's that thing that I can't say because then my video doesn't get views. But go there. You can join my cocktail club if you want. It's kind of cool. She's new right now. Like, this is the first month going out. I mail them out the first week of every month, meaning they will go out next week for the first one. So there's still time to join and get the first round, the first ever cocktail club. I don't think maybe someone else has done this before, but it's the York City Cocktail Club. My last name is York. My cocktail book is York City Cocktails. NatashaYork.com. You can find all this. It's very exciting. I haven't even decided what I'm painting today. Usually I kind of have a plan. I know one of them. I don't know the second one. I'm going to try to do, and I say try because it will be from memory because I can't find a picture of it for some reason, but I'm going to try to do one of the cocktails from my book, which is called Those Who Know. Is that what this one is? God, I haven't looked at my own cocktail book for a hot minute because I sell it, I published through Amazon, unfortunately. If anyone wants to republish it, I would love to, but currently that's where it is. And they don't, like, if you do, like, KDP publishing on Amazon, they don't ship to Ireland, and that's where I live, so I don't have a copy of it here. I didn't bring one with me because I assumed I could order one if I needed one, and I can't. Anyways, in Cocktail Club you get a mini cocktail print and a recipe. The recipe is never going to be stolen from another bartender. It's either going to be like one of my recipes or it's going to be like my take on a classic recipe, like recipes that are very well known. If I paint a picture of like someone else's cocktail, I will give you a corresponding recipe that like matches the vibe of the painting, but it's not going to be a stolen recipe. That's just not my style. Let's go simple, cute, and let's do a tequila sunrise and Those Who Know from New York City Cocktails. So here's what I usually do is I like to take pictures throughout the process because generally I don't film the process because this is kind of my peaceful time that I'm inviting you in on. Not like I film everything else. I'm not a vlogger, but anyways, I tried to be once upon a time. But if you ever think that you're not a very good artist, I think you just don't have a skinny enough black marker. Because it changed the game for me, truthfully. I'm really hoping I remembered correctly. I'm pretty sure, like, those who know cocktail, again, I'm hoping that's what this one's called. I'm pretty sure. It's like a tomato-y cocktail. It's like my response to a Caesar or a Bloody Mary, because I don't like a Caesar or a Bloody Mary, but it doesn't mean I don't want a tomato cocktail, okay? And I'm like 90% sure that I garnished it with a caprese skewer and basil, sprig, black pepper, and olive oil. But this was quite a while ago, if I'm honest, so let's just all cross our fingers that I'm right. And if I'm not, then I will invent another cocktail that has these toppings, but I'm pretty sure that that's what I did. It seems like something I would do. Listen, the cocktail book's been out for a while. Like, years. It's been out for a couple years, I'm pretty sure. When did I publish it? It's been a while. And I haven't seen a copy of it since I moved to Ireland because you can't buy it here. Including me. See how well I know my own recipes, you know what I mean? I'm sure I could make it. I'm better at remembering recipes than I am at, like, the vibe, because I went years ago. And do I think this is necessary to be a bartender? Absolutely not. But years ago, I took a bartending course in New York, mostly for fun, and it was really fun. But it's something that we had to take a test every week. We had to like memorize a certain amount of cocktail recipes, and then at the end of it, we had to take like a big exam that was like 200 cocktail recipes. And not to toot my own horn, but I did really well on that exam. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna paint olive oil, and I really don't know. No, I hate when that happened. The page is all wrinkly now. Frick. The lesson is you should really tape the bottom of your page too, but I just didn't. It's the last process pick. And it goes up on my Instagram story on my art page. They always see it first. If you care, you can go to York City Art and you'll always see them first. So we have what I'm pretty sure is those who know from my cocktail book. Ignore the wrinkle. Once it's canned, you won't be able to see it, but it's... If anyone ever wants to buy the original, they're not for sale yet, but when they are, there'll be a wrinkle in this one. So this one will at some stage, well, they both will at some stage appear in Cocktail Club. You never know what you're gonna get. It's a mystery. You get a cocktail, you get a recipe. Fun times. And this is our tequila sunrise. This is fun. It's always fun to paint ombre with watercolors. Anyways, join my cocktail club. It's a really fun time. I hope it's brand new, so love ya.